Have you ever considered that the secret to a vibrant and independent life in your 70s might lie not just in what you add, but in what you let go of? As we gracefully step into our golden years, our bodies and needs change, and what served us well in our younger days might be holding us back now. Doctors are issuing a vital warning to older women, highlighting 7 key things that, after the age of 70, you should seriously consider eliminating or significantly reducing for better health and well-being. Stick around until the end because we'll reveal not just what these things are, but also practical, actionable advice on how to make these crucial shifts, ensuring you unlock your healthiest, most joyful decade yet. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. High-impact activities and risky exercises. Why eliminate or reduce? As we age, particularly after 70, our bodies undergo significant physiological changes that necessitate a shift in how we approach physical activity. Bone density naturally declines due to reduced osteoblast activity, leading to conditions like osteoporosis or osteopenia, which heighten the risk of fractures from even minor falls or impacts. The National Osteoporosis Foundation notes that approximately 50% of women and 25% of men over 50 will experience an osteoporosis-related fracture in their lifetime. Joint cartilage, which cushions bones, also wears down over time, often resulting in osteoarthritis. High-impact exercises, such as running, jumping, plyometrics, or competitive sports involving rapid directional changes, can exacerbate joint pain and increase the likelihood of cartilage damage. Muscles and ligaments lose elasticity and strength with age, a process known as sarcopenia, which begins as early as the 30s but accelerates after 65. This makes older adults more susceptible to strains, sprains, and tears during activities that require explosive movements or heavy lifting. High-impact exercises also pose a risk of cardiovascular strain, particularly for those with undiagnosed heart conditions, as the heart must work harder to meet the demands of intense activity. Falls, a leading cause of injury in older adults, are more likely during high-risk activities, and the consequences, such as hip fractures, can be life-altering, often leading to reduced mobility and independence. Beyond physical risks, high-impact activities can contribute to chronic pain, discouraging regular exercise altogether. The goal at this stage of life is to maintain functionality, independence, and quality of life, which requires prioritizing safety and sustainability in exercise routines. What to do instead? Transitioning to low-impact exercises is key to staying active while minimizing injury risk. These activities support cardiovascular health, muscle strength, flexibility, and balance, all of which are critical for aging well. Recommended options include swimming and water aerobics. These provide resistance for muscle strengthening and cardiovascular benefits without stressing joints. The buoyancy of water reduces fall risk and supports the body, making it ideal for those with arthritis or mobility issues. Warm water pools can also soothe joint pain. Brisk walking, a weight-bearing exercise that supports bone health. Walking is accessible and customizable. Aim for 150 minutes per week at a moderate pace, using supportive footwear and, if needed, a cane or walker for stability. Walking on even surfaces like tracks or malls reduces fall risk. Cycling, stationary or recumbent stationary bikes eliminate balance concerns, while recumbent bikes offer back support and reduce strain on hips and knees. Cycling improves leg strength and cardiovascular endurance. Yoga and Tai Chi. These practices enhance flexibility, balance, and core strength, which are vital for fall prevention. Tai Chi, in particular, has been shown to reduce fall risk by up to 50% in older adults, according to studies published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society. Modified chair yoga is an excellent option for those with limited mobility. Strength training with light weights or resistance bands. Focus on controlled movements to build muscle and support joints. Exercises like seated leg lifts or bicep curls improve functional strength for daily tasks like standing or carrying groceries. To ensure safety, consult a physical therapist or certified senior fitness instructor to design a personalized program. They can assess your mobility, strength, and balance to recommend exercises that align with your health status. Incorporate balance training, such as standing on one leg, with support, or heel-to-toe walking, to reduce fall risk. Always warm up and cool down to prevent muscle strain, and listen to your body to avoid overexertion. Regular exercise, tailored to your abilities, can enhance longevity, mental health, and independence. 2. Excessive sodium, salt, intake. Why eliminate or reduce? Sodium is a critical contributor to hypertension, high blood pressure, a condition that becomes increasingly prevalent with age. The CDC reports that about 65% of adults over 60 have hypertension, which strains the heart, arteries, and kidneys, elevating the risk of heart attack, stroke, heart failure, and chronic kidney disease. As we age, blood vessels lose elasticity, making them more susceptible to damage from elevated pressure. The kidneys also become less efficient at filtering excess sodium, leading to fluid retention, which further raises blood pressure and stresses the cardiovascular system. Excessive sodium is particularly insidious because it's often hidden in processed and restaurant foods. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, with an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams for most adults, especially those with hypertension or heart disease. However, the average American consumes over 3,400 milligrams daily, largely from sources like canned soups, frozen dinners, deli meats, and fast food. High sodium intake can also contribute to edema, swelling, in the legs or ankles, a common issue in older adults, and may exacerbate conditions like congestive heart failure. Beyond cardiovascular risks, excessive sodium can affect bone health by increasing calcium excretion in urine, potentially worsening osteoporosis. For older adults on medications like diuretics, which are often prescribed for hypertension or heart failure, sodium management is even more critical to prevent electrolyte imbalances. What to do instead? Reducing sodium intake requires vigilance and strategic choices, but it's manageable with the right approach. Read food labels. Check sodium content on packaged foods, aiming for items with less than 140 milligrams per serving, considered low sodium. Be wary of reduced sodium products, which may still be high in salt. Common culprits include canned vegetables, soups, sauces, and snacks like chips or pretzels. Choose fresh, whole foods. Fresh fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and unprocessed grains, like oats or quinoa, are naturally low in sodium. Frozen produce without added sauces or seasonings is a convenient alternative. Rinse canned beans or vegetables to remove excess sodium. Cook at home. Preparing meals allows you to control ingredients. Use herbs, basil, thyme, rosemary, spices, cumin, paprika, turmeric, citrus juices, or vinegar to enhance flavor without salt. Experiment with salt-free seasoning blends like Mrs. Dash. Dine out wisely. Restaurant meals often contain 2 to 3 times the daily sodium limit. Request dishes prepared without added salt, ask for sauces on the side, and choose grilled or steamed options over fried or breaded ones. Share entrees or take half home to reduce portion sizes. Limit processed meats and cheeses. Bacon, sausage, ham, and many cheeses are sodium heavy. Opt for fresh poultry or fish and low-sodium cheese varieties when possible. Gradually reducing sodium helps your taste buds adjust, making low-sodium foods more enjoyable over time. Pair this with a diet rich in potassium, found in bananas, spinach, sweet potatoes, which helps counteract sodium's effects on blood pressure. Consult a dietitian for personalized guidance, especially if managing multiple health conditions or medications. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Sugary drinks and refined carbohydrates. Why eliminate or reduce? Metabolic changes in older age make it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. Basal metabolic rate declines by about 1 to 2% per decade after age 30, meaning fewer calories are needed to maintain body weight. Sugary drinks, such as soda, sweetened coffee or tea, energy drinks, and fruit juices with added sugar, deliver concentrated calories with little to no nutritional value. A single 12-ounce can of soda contains about 150 calories and 39 grams of sugar, equivalent to 10 teaspoons. Similarly, refined carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, cookies, sugary cereals, and white rice are quickly digested, causing rapid blood sugar spikes and providing minimal fiber or nutrients. These empty calories contribute to weight gain, particularly visceral fat, which increases the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and fatty liver disease. The Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism links high sugar intake to insulin resistance, a precursor to diabetes, which affects over 25% of adults over 65. Blood sugar fluctuations can also cause energy crashes, mood swings, and cognitive fog, impacting quality of life. Chronic inflammation from excessive sugar and refined carbs may exacerbate conditions like arthritis or accelerate cognitive decline, as suggested by research in neurology. Sugary drinks and refined carbs also displace nutrient-dense foods in the diet, leading to deficiencies in vitamins and minerals like calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium, which are critical for bone health and immune function in older adults. For those with dental issues, common in aging, sugary foods and drinks increase the risk of cavities and tooth loss. What to do instead? Adopting a nutrient-rich, low-sugar diet supports energy, weight management, and overall health. Hydrate with water. Make water your primary beverage, aiming for 6 to 8 glasses daily, adjusted for health conditions or medications. For variety, try sparkling water, unsweetened herbal teas, peppermint, chamomile, or water infused with cucumber, lemon, mint, or berries. Limit fruit juice to 4 to 6 ounces of 100% juice daily, as even natural sugars add up. Choose whole grains. Replace white bread, pasta, and rice with whole grain alternatives like oats, brown rice, quinoa, barley, or whole wheat bread. Whole grains provide fiber, which slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and supports digestive health. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of fiber daily from grains, fruits, and vegetables. Emphasize nutrient-dense foods. Build meals around vegetables, leafy greens, broccoli, carrots, fruits, berries, apples, oranges, lean proteins, chicken, fish, eggs, legumes, and healthy fats, avocado, nuts, olive oil. These provide sustained energy, essential nutrients, and anti-inflammatory benefits. For example, fatty fish like salmon offer omega-3s, which support heart and brain health. Satisfy sweet cravings smartly. Opt for naturally sweet foods like fresh fruit or small amounts of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher. If baking, use natural sweeteners like mashed bananas or applesauce to reduce added sugar. Be cautious with artificial sweeteners, as they may disrupt gut health or trigger cravings in some people. Plan snacks. Prevent blood sugar dips with balanced snacks like Greek yogurt with berries, a handful of nuts, or hummus with carrot sticks. These combine protein, fiber, and healthy fats for lasting satiety. Work with a dietitian to tailor your diet to specific needs, such as diabetes management or weight loss. Regular meals and snacks, paired with physical activity, help maintain stable blood sugar and energy levels, enhancing vitality and mental clarity in your 70s and beyond. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. Social isolation and lack of engagement. Why eliminate/reduce? Social isolation and loneliness are not merely emotional challenges. They pose significant risks to physical and mental health, particularly for women over 70. Research consistently demonstrates that social isolation is associated with a higher risk of depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline, including an increased likelihood of developing Alzheimer's disease or other forms of dementia. A 2020 study from the National Academies of Sciences found that social isolation in older adults is linked to a 50% increased risk of dementia, a 26% increased risk of death, and higher rates of cardiovascular diseases such as hypertension and heart disease. Loneliness can also weaken the immune system, making individuals more susceptible to infections and chronic illnesses. As women age, life changes such as retirement, the loss of a spouse or friends, mobility limitations, or relocation can shrink social networks, making proactive efforts to stay connected essential for maintaining vitality and emotional well-being. What to do instead? Combating social isolation requires intentional and consistent effort to foster meaningful connections and engagement. Here are detailed strategies to promote social health. Strengthen existing relationships. Schedule regular interactions with family and friends, whether through in-person visits, phone calls, or video conferencing platforms like Zoom or FaceTime. For example, set up a weekly coffee date with a friend or a monthly family dinner to maintain close bonds. If mobility is a challenge, leverage technology to stay connected. Grandchildren can teach you how to use apps or devices if needed. Join community groups. Seek out local organizations that align with your interests, such as book clubs, gardening groups, knitting circles, or religious communities. Many senior centers offer programs specifically designed for older adults, including art classes, discussion groups, and exercise sessions. Websites like meetup.com or local community boards can help identify groups in your area. Volunteer for a cause. Volunteering not only fosters social connections but also provides a sense of purpose. Consider opportunities at local libraries, animal shelters, food banks, or mentoring programs. For example, programs like Senior Corps connect older adults with volunteer opportunities tailored to their skills and interests. Pursue lifelong learning. Enroll in classes at a community college, library, or senior center to learn something new, such as painting, history, or a foreign language. Lifelong learning keeps the mind sharp and provides opportunities to meet like-minded individuals. Many universities offer free or discounted courses for seniors through programs like Osher Lifelong Learning Institutes, OLLI. Attend community events. Check local event listings for festivals, lectures, or cultural activities. Even attending a weekly farmers market can provide opportunities for casual social interactions. If transportation is a barrier, explore senior transportation services or rideshare options. Consider pet ownership. If your living situation and health allow, adopting a pet can provide companionship and encourage daily activity. Pets, especially dogs, can facilitate social interactions during walks or at dog parks. Studies show that pet ownership can reduce stress and improve mood in older adults. Leverage technology. For those with limited mobility or living in rural areas, online communities can be a lifeline. Join virtual interest groups, participate in online forums, or engage in social media platforms like Facebook to connect with others. Apps like Nextdoor can help you stay connected with neighbors. Seek professional support if needed. If feelings of loneliness persist, consider speaking with a counselor or therapist. Many mental health professionals specialize in supporting older adults, and teletherapy options make access easier. By prioritizing social engagement, women over 70 can build a robust support network that enhances emotional resilience, cognitive health, and overall quality of life. Even small steps, like a weekly phone call or attending a local event, can make a significant difference. 5. Unnecessary medications and polypharmacy. Why eliminate/reduce? Polypharmacy, defined as the use of 5 or more medications, is a growing concern for women over 70, who are often prescribed multiple drugs to manage chronic conditions like hypertension, diabetes, or arthritis. While medications can be life-saving, polypharmacy increases the risk of adverse drug interactions, side effects, and reduced drug effectiveness. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, polypharmacy is associated with a higher risk of falls, hospitalizations, and cognitive impairment in older adults. Aging changes the body's ability to metabolize and eliminate drugs, making seniors more sensitive to side effects like dizziness, confusion, or gastrointestinal issues. Additionally, taking unnecessary or outdated medications can strain the body and increase healthcare costs. Fragmented care, seeing multiple specialists who may not coordinate prescriptions, further exacerbates the problem. What to do instead? Managing medications effectively requires proactive communication with healthcare providers and a commitment to regular reviews. Here are detailed steps to reduce the risks of polypharmacy. Conduct regular medication reviews. Schedule an annual or biannual brown bag review with your primary care physician or a pharmacist. Bring all medications, prescription, over-the-counter, vitamins, and supplements in their original containers. Ask questions like, is this medication still necessary? Can the dose be lowered? Or are there safer alternatives? Pharmacists can use tools like the Beers criteria, a guideline for potentially inappropriate medications in older adults, to identify risky prescriptions. Consolidate care. Ensure all healthcare providers, primary care doctor, specialists, and pharmacists have a complete list of your medications. Use a single pharmacy to fill prescriptions, as their systems can flag potential interactions. Electronic health records or apps like MyMedList can help you track and share your medication list. Understand each medication. For every drug, know its purpose, dosage, potential side effects, and interactions. Ask your doctor to explain why each medication is necessary and whether non-drug alternatives, e.g., lifestyle changes for mild hypertension, are viable. For example, physical therapy or dietary changes might reduce the need for certain pain medications. Be cautious with over-the-counter drugs and supplements. Even seemingly harmless medications like ibuprofen or herbal supplements can interact with prescriptions. For instance, St. John's wort can interfere with antidepressants, and excessive vitamin D can cause toxicity. Always consult a healthcare provider before adding supplements. Monitor for side effects. Keep a journal of any new symptoms, e.g., fatigue, nausea, or confusion that arise after starting or adjusting a medication. Report these to your doctor promptly, as they may indicate a need to adjust the dose or switch medications. Explore deprescribing. Work with your doctor to explore deprescribing, the process of safely reducing or stopping medications that may no longer be beneficial. For example, statins or certain blood pressure medications may be less critical for some older adults, depending on their health goals and life expectancy. Advocate for yourself. If you feel overwhelmed by medications or suspect an issue, don't hesitate to ask for a second opinion or a referral to a geriatrician who specializes in the care of older adults and is trained to manage polypharmacy. By taking these steps, women over 70 can minimize the risks of polypharmacy, optimize their treatment plans, and improve their overall health and well-being. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 6. Poor sleep habits and irregular sleep schedules. Why eliminate/reduce? Quality sleep is a cornerstone of health at any age, but it becomes even more critical for women over 70. Chronic sleep deprivation or irregular sleep patterns can exacerbate age-related health issues, including memory problems, mood disorders, weakened immune function, and an increased risk of falls due to impaired balance and coordination. According to the National Institute on Aging, poor sleep is linked to higher rates of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and depression in older adults. While sleep patterns naturally change with age, such as lighter sleep or waking earlier, consistent poor sleep is not a normal part of aging and can significantly diminish quality of life. Conditions like insomnia, sleep apnea, or restless leg syndrome can further complicate sleep, making it essential to address these issues proactively. What to do instead? Developing healthy sleep habits, known as sleep hygiene, can significantly improve sleep quality. Here are detailed strategies to promote restful sleep. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up refreshed. For example, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep, as recommended by the National Sleep Foundation for older adults. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Wind down with calming activities 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Examples include reading a book, practicing gentle yoga, meditating, or listening to soothing music. Avoid stimulating activities like watching intense TV shows or using electronic devices, as blue light from screens can suppress melatonin production. Optimize your sleep environment. Make your bedroom a sleep-friendly space. Keep it dark with blackout curtains, quiet with earplugs or a white noise machine, and cool, ideally 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, per sleep research. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows to support joint health and reduce discomfort. Limit stimulants and alcohol. Avoid caffeine, found in coffee, tea, chocolate, or certain medications, after noon, as it can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours. Similarly, limit alcohol, which may help you fall asleep but disrupts deeper stages of sleep, leading to fragmented rest. Manage daytime naps. While short naps, 20 to 30 minutes, can be refreshing, long or late naps can interfere with nighttime sleep. If you nap, do so early in the afternoon and keep it brief. Address underlying health issues. If you suspect sleep disorders like sleep apnea, characterized by loud snoring or gasping, or restless leg syndrome, uncomfortable leg sensations, consult your doctor. A sleep study may be recommended to diagnose and treat these conditions. Medications or supplements like melatonin should only be used under medical supervision. Incorporate relaxation techniques. Practices like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or guided imagery can reduce stress and prepare your body for sleep. Apps like Calm or Headspace offer guided sessions tailored for older adults. Stay active during the day. Regular physical activity, especially in the morning or early afternoon, can improve sleep quality. Exposure to natural light during the day also helps regulate your circadian rhythm. If sleep problems persist despite these efforts, consult a healthcare provider or a sleep specialist. They can assess for underlying conditions and recommend treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, which is highly effective for older adults. 7. Sedentary lifestyle and prolonged sitting. Why eliminate/reduce? A sedentary lifestyle, characterized by prolonged sitting or minimal physical activity, is one of the most significant health risks for women over 70. Inactivity contributes to muscle loss, sarcopenia, reduced bone density, and decreased flexibility, all of which increase the risk of falls and fractures. According to the World Health Organization, physical inactivity is linked to a 20 to 30% increased risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. Prolonged sitting also impairs circulation, promotes weight gain, and exacerbates joint stiffness, making daily tasks more challenging. For older women, maintaining strength, balance, and mobility is critical for independence and preventing disability. The good news is that even small increases in activity can yield significant health benefits. What to do instead? Incorporating movement into daily life doesn't require intense workouts, just consistent, purposeful activity. Here are detailed strategies to reduce sedentary behavior and stay active. Break up sitting time. Set a timer to stand and move every 30 to 60 minutes. Simple activities like stretching, walking to another room, or doing chair-based exercises can improve circulation and reduce stiffness. For example, try commercial break workouts during TV time, such as marching in place or doing seated leg lifts. Aim for regular exercise. The CDC recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic activity per week, e.g., brisk walking, water aerobics, or cycling, and muscle-strengthening exercises, e.g., light weightlifting or resistance band workouts, at least twice a week. If 150 minutes feels daunting, start with shorter sessions, e.g., 10-minute walks, and gradually increase. Incorporate functional movements. Focus on exercises that mimic daily activities, such as squats, to help with sitting and standing, or balance exercises, like standing on one leg, to reduce fall risk. Tai Chi and yoga are excellent for improving balance, flexibility, and strength while being gentle on joints. Make activity enjoyable. Choose activities you love, whether it's dancing to music, gardening, or playing with grandchildren. Join a walking group or exercise class at a senior center to combine social and physical benefits. Programs like Silver Sneakers offer fitness classes tailored for older adults. Use technology to stay motivated. Wearable devices like Fitbit or smartwatches can track steps and remind you to move. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps daily, or set personalized goals based on your current fitness level. Incorporate light activity. Everyday tasks like vacuuming, grocery shopping, or climbing stairs count as physical activity. If mobility is limited, try chair-based exercises or seated stretches, which can be found on YouTube or through senior fitness programs. Reduce sedentary habits. Replace passive activities with active ones. For example, take phone calls while walking, use a standing desk for hobbies, or do light stretching while reading. If you enjoy TV, consider a stationary bike or treadmill for low-impact movement. Consult a professional if needed. If you have chronic conditions or mobility issues, work with a physical therapist or certified trainer specializing in senior fitness. They can design a safe, personalized exercise plan to improve strength and mobility. By prioritizing movement and reducing sedentary time, women over 70 can enhance their physical health, maintain independence, and boost their mood and energy levels. There you have it. 7 critical areas to reevaluate as you embrace your 70s and beyond. By being mindful of these aspects, you're not just aging, you're thriving, ensuring a future filled with greater health, independence, and joy. So, what have you learned today that resonated most with you? We'd love to hear about one thing you've learned from this video that you're committed to bringing into practice in your life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more empowering health tips.